Hey there, welcome to the show. Glad to see you all could make it. Let's see, what are we doing this time? There's going to be some sewing machine repair. Yeah, we haven't done that in a long time. Jim and I are going to go out and wander around the countryside and see if we can find our way back home. Let's see. Oh, and something very shocking. Yeah, we're working on the shocks on this damn car again. Yeah, we're just trying to get them to last the rest of the year, and then we'll deal with it later. But anyways, that's pretty much what's coming up on the show. Pretty exciting, huh? Nope, no, it's not. But this is what you signed up for. I don't want to hear any complaints. All right, on with the show. Well, here we are out in the shed again. It's fall now, officially. But it's still going to be 88 degrees today, so, that's fine with me. It can stay 88 degrees until June as far as I'm concerned. But today, we're going to deal with a chronic issue with the Buick. And that issue is the shock absorbers. Yeah, you probably knew that before I even said it. I'll show you. Evidently, can you see that? Yeah, it's pretty bouncy. I never see a dump truck unless I got this damn camera running. And then they go by constantly. But, whatever. So we're going to get underneath this thing today. I kind of been studying up on these arm, knee action, whatever you want to call them, shock absorbers. And some guys have replaced them with modern shocks. I have watched a couple of guys take them apart. Not in a real big hurry to do that, but I guess if I gotta learn, I gotta learn. But today we're gonna try, one quick easy cheat for lazy goof-offs that I saw on the internet. And we're gonna see if that'll just get us through the rest of the year. We only got a couple months here to get through, then we can reassess over the winter. Okay, so let's get this thing up in the air and see if I can get under there. All right. Okay, well, I'm gonna just put a little bit of voiceover over this. kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. Right now, I'm trying to clean down in between that arm and the actual shock absorber, where the shaft comes out and goes into the arm. There's a seal in there, which, you know, is wore out, and I'm trying to clean down in there as far as I can and get out all the crap and the crud. I'm using this piece of clothesline here to kind of pull back and forth. The idea is to see if that'll drag out any crap that's in there. And all this is because I found a guy on the web that said that back in the day when these would start leaking, guys would wrap rope or string around that shaft to try to keep the oil from coming out. Now what I want to do here is I've got some graphite impregnated string, and I'm going to wrap that around that shaft. I don't remember where I saw it at, but back in the day, these were really known for leaking, and this was kind of a temporary fix to keep the oil in the shock. What I'm doing here is taking some of that clothesline string, and I'm going to tie it tight around that shaft with the idea, the thought process, is that will keep that graphite string shoved down in there tight. And maybe, you know, just maybe, it will see me through the rest of the fall, and I can deal with this problem in the spring. Now right now what I'm doing is I'm unhooking the arm of the shock from whatever you call it. I can't think of the name of the thing I'm unhooking it from. Anyways, I'm unhooking it. And of course, you know, it's fighting me. There we go. Yeah, now you can see how easily that moves, and that's not what it was designed to do. Now I'm taking the fill plug out and getting ready to put some oil in there. Oh, that's a drill bit. I stick it down in that hole to check to see if there's any oil in it at all. I kind of use that as a dipstick for when I fill it up. I'm pushing it up to its highest point, that way the drill bit will go in as far as it needs to maybe touch some oil. Nothing. Dry as a bone. Yeah. Okay. Now, the oil I'm using is not hydraulic jack oil. What I decided to use was rear end oil, because it's really thick. And I didn't care if the ride got a little harsher. I just wanted the damn thing to quit bouncing down the road. Now I'm moving that arm up and down to work that into both those cylinders you can see there underneath it. Now I'm checking the oil level, see if there's anything on the drill bit. That must not be much. And this is, as you can tell, this is very handy. no problem at all laying on your back and trying to squirt oil in that thing. Gravity and everything else is working against you. So, yeah. And if I remember right, about now is when the battery in my light started getting weak. Yeah, it's still coming out. It's getting harder to pull that down and push it up, so it's working. I think I'm putting the plug back in now, if I remember right. Yep. Now I've got to hook the arm back up that hooks to the frame. The arm that hooks to that rod that I can't think of the name for. And you can't see it, of course. Hey, well, same day, but new project. Under here, working on those shock absorbers, and as usual, something else is broken, and that something else is this right here. So we're all over the place here, and so I went out and got me a universal. So we're gonna see if we can defy the odds and get that bolt out of there. I guess that'll just stay on there because it's welded, unless I want to grind it off, and I don't really want to. And we'll see if we can get it on there. I think this is a job that enough of you have done that, yeah, I'm just going to come back when it's finished, like magic. And it's just that easy. Yep. There we go. Alright, well, let me get this off the jacks and let's see how those shocks worked out before I find anything more under there I gotta fix. Alright. Alright, well, we're going to call that a success. Probably only got about 6 more weeks of driving this thing anyway, so, if enough oil stays in them to work that long, I'll be happy. We'll worry about such things in the spring. Yeah. Everything will look better then, I hope. Alright, well, that was, not fun, so... what can I say? See you later.
He always had the best advice. He knew the value of $1. Now it's time to follow his advice. Don't blow the inheritance. Call Ed.
Ed's Mortuary, Taxidermy, and Horseshoeing Emporium. Ed offers a senior discount and guarantees service in 20 minutes or it's free. No returns. So whether it's that 8-point buck, old buck, or cousin buck, Ed's Mortuary, Taxidermy, Horseshoeing Emporium provides one-stop shopping.
Located on Highway 6 next to Chow's Egg Roll House. No appointments. Carry-ins welcome.
Sad day on my way, headed west on a black highway, freight train passing by, headed east where the coal fields lie, where the coal fields lie.
I was gonna say that might slow it down even a little more, being chilled. Of course, are they running off battery now? I'm assuming they are.
Oh yeah, and they're lithium, and you know how well lithium likes
Cold weather.
cold weather.
Yeah,
He ought to know better than that.
and he's got rechargeable ones. Grandma ain't even looking. Well, there she finally did. Grandma must like to fish since she's got a fish on her license plate and a sticker on the back window.
No kidding.
Yeah. I need to take my poles down and pull all the line off and put new line on it because the line's been on there for between 15 and 20 years probably, so I'm sure
Yeah.
it's kind of dried out. Looks like the dentist office is got cars there today.
Huh. There's my train tracks.
Train tracks.
My own personal shed by the tracks train.
See, now those trees are all, but they look like they could almost be dead. This birch has lost all of its leaves.
Is this the
Valley High, yeah.
Valley High you used to work at or
Yep,
whatever?
Yep.
Mowed all that grass, right?
Yep. Lots of it.
Man.
Yeah, I had a 19-inch Bush Toro mower, and I'd mow those lots. I made $2.75 an hour, and I could do 3 of them in an hour, and Dyer charged each 10 and $20 to cut their grass if they did. so I made $2.75, and he got 60.
Jeez.
Something wrong with that picture.
Man. Oh.
I guess it was his gas and his mower.
Hell yeah. And he was a cheap ass. That enters into it.
Well, that too. Dirty, dirty tree of weeping willow.
Is it?
Oh, terrible.
Oh man, look at these houses, Jim.
Yeah, this is a whole new addition.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
my goodness.
Man, they just grow up like
Floss Road, that goes all the way out County Home Road.
these things grow up like mushrooms, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, these aren't cheap little houses either.
Look at that mansion. Look, think that guy's a ham operator at all?
Yeah, you think?
It's got more antennas than KGAN down in Cedar Rapids.
Wouldn't want to be near his house in a lightning storm.
No.
There's another McMansion back there, and that one's kind of modest, actually.
Holy crap, what is that?
I don't know, but it's pretty big. And there's the addition behind McNulty's house.
Look,
Look over here.
oh my gosh.
You know, where does all of this income come from in Lynn County? I
Well-
mean, these aren't little cracker box palaces. These are executive estates.
You know, and these are the first people to bitch. And I'm not making it. No, blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ. You got the world by the tail. What is wrong with you?
There's where Jeannie lives.
Yeah. I wonder if they still live there.
Oh, yeah.
Do they? Hard to believe that these people are as old as we are.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, we're older than dirt, man.
Man. Some of them show it.
Yeah.
Some of them look like death eating a cracker.
Oh, yeah, you ain't a kid.
We're just gliding along, aren't we?
Yeah, just sailing. That dead skunk there,
In the middle of the road.
my brother says they're paying up to $85 to $100 per pelt this year for skunks.
No shit.
But coon are worth nothing.
What do they do with the skunks?
I have to make garments out of some kind of garment. I know Curly on the Three Stooges, when they had that one when they were like pioneers, he had a skunk skin cap.
Well, that's it, Jim. I mean, except for comedy's sake, why would you have a skunk anything?
Yeah. But you know, a mink stinks just as bad as a skunk.
Well, yeah, that's true. I probably should state for the record that we're in Midway. Is this the corner? No, down there is where, what's his name?
Easter Bunny, yeah.
Half broke his neck.
Yeah. Man, that tennis court used to be here. The chain link's still there, and man, does that went to shit.
Yeah.
I always thought I wanted to own that house down there in the woods. The guy I worked with actually bought that, Mitch.
There's one lone horse, hay burner.
Yep. That's a new house that they threw in there. I'll bet that's one of Jerry McBurney's kids. That's where Rod Schutzman built years ago.
Yeah, didn't he have a pool in that house?
I don't know. Look at that, barn's really went to shit. Kerry Bowers, they fixed the house up quite a bit, actually. Well,
Oh,
no,
there's
but-
some gravel.
Holy shnikey, and there's some pretty trees right there.
Yeah, look at them trees.
Right there yonder is some pretty trees.
Yeah. Finally, man. Unbelievable. We're on gravel.
The quest for gravel.
The quest for gravel.
Well, now here's a new house on the left that is new since I was a kid. Well, since I stopped trapping. Look at that mansion.
You know, if you're gonna have a some kind of a, you know, classic car or old car or however you want to say it, it's a lot more fun to have something you don't care if you get on the gravel with it.
Well, yeah.
You know, you're not out there picking fuzz off of it all the time.
That's where you'd go down to
Caves.
Officials and Warren Bars.
Oh, Warren's down. I think he's still alive.
Coming up here might be a good scene. It's been years since we've seen it, but that old grist mill that was up here in that curve.
Look at that dust behind us. Haven't seen that in a while.
No. How's the old car holding up on the gravel there?
Feels right at home on the gravel. You know how these bias plies tend to do this? Well, it's like driving on marbles. It straightens them right out.
Man, they changed that road.
Here we go. Lafayette. Big town of Lafayette.
Yep.
Well, that guy's got a collection of old farm implements, don't he?
Oh, yeah, he's been to all
Oh,
the
man. Got an F-20 sitting there
offices. Is that what that was with the steel wheels?
with the steel wheels, yeah.
Equipment with lugs prohibited.
That was actually kind of a rare one because it was light colored. Wasn't farm all red. What's
There's
this?
The old
Nothing.
barber shop or something.
I missed the bridge.
Yeah, it used to be right here.
Right here. Yeah.
And the big horsey trailer.
Wasn't there out in this area somewhere, wasn't there like an old stagecoach road? At least that's what we called it.
Maybe that sand road behind you.
Sand road,
Yeah.
yeah.
This was Philip Hand's place.
Who?
Phil Hand. His daughter married Larry McBurney, Alan McBurney's younger brother.
Oh man, they've really fixed Dooling's house up, haven't they?
Was that the one on the corner there?
Yeah.
David Ford.
Oh. Hey, look, what's his name's house is gone.
Who lived there?
Wasn't that where the drummer kid lived?
No, that's... Well, maybe that was Kevin Way's house. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if the derecho took it down. Yeah. I was thinking we had one more road to go, but no.
Now my cousin lives over here somewhere.
This is always kind of pretty back here to me, and it don't
I
look like
think, isn't that Happel's old house?
that could be
Yeah. Well, that's where he lives anyway.
your cousin.
Yeah, that's new. Right there. Here's Ford's house right here.
This one.
Yep. That's where Dave Ford lived. And Tim's house is coming up here. Now I'm confused. That one, right? Yeah,
There?
that one right there. That's Tim's old house. That tree's pretty.
Oh yeah. Another maple.
I didn't know anybody else out here. I mean, I knew them, but I
Look at
didn't.
the frickin' big pool they got.
Look at that. Jeez.
Look at how tall this fence is. Wonder what they're trying to keep in there.
I
Reindeer?
don't know. Maybe they got a homeless problem out here.
Yeah. They sure like blue. I always thought this was a pretty development. It just
I always thought it'd be a nice place to live, yeah.
up that lane there is where Denise McAllister grew up with Norman.
So-
her brother Norman.
Was this Olson's house?
It was right next door to Kevin Way's lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the people that lived here when we were in school, I always figured they had money.
Oh, yeah. There was somebody we knew that lived there.
Yeah, I'll be.
So that's Kevin Way's house.
No, that would
No.
be Mark Olson.
Mark Olson's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this.
So their house is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, right there.
yeah, it
And
is.
the lot's for sale. I wonder if he's still alive.
Who?
Way.
Oh yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yep.
Lives in Marion.
Him and his brother Steve both are.
Geez, this road's got the same washboards on it had
Yeah.
50 years ago.
There's is that Armbruster Quack, or was he further down?
That's a frickin' mansion. I don't think Armbruster lived
Oh,
in
he
that.
was back further where the barn is.
Oh, okay.
I thought we had to be close. You be okay with the right?
Am I okay to the right?
Yep.
To the right. To the right. Well,
Got the old black dog and the old yeller dog. Grandpa's out working on that 1969 John Deere combine.
Packerized chips are all natural, healthy and free-range potato chips. There's no need to worry about the quality of our ingredients, mealworms or rat droppings.
How do you know?
Because it's a Packelize, now with 40% less mercury. Packelize chips. Now try our new nicotine-flavoured chips. You can get them in regular and menthol. Packelize.
Well, we're doing something a little different here. This needs some explanation. And the explanation is, my wife and I bought this 35 years ago. Yep. I've been married a long time. A long, long time. Anyways, we bought this and it cost us a pretty penny at the time. And in a matter of, I don't know, a couple of months, something broke in it. And at the time, we were poor as church mice, so I thought, well, maybe I can fix it. And my fixing, the end result of that was a bag of parts and stuff I don't remember how it goes back on, and froze up machine. This won't turn. It's set too long. So, let's see, where was I going with this? Anyways, it went in storage, and somehow it survived a flood and moving 2 or 3 times and everything else. And here it is. I saw it on the shelf over here in the basement the other day, and I thought, you know, that's a pretty darn good machine. I ought to see if I can fix that. So I watched a couple of videos, actually about 10 videos, and got thoroughly confused. And finally I just drug everything out here and kind of started trying to remember, you know, after 35 years, what came off of what. And I remembered what was broken and why it had quit. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this loosened up, because it won't even turn. It's seized up tighter than a flathead Ford in a rainstorm. So we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to get up and show you some of the pieces. And this is a what is it? 6440 Viking Husqvarna sewing machine. Now, if this goes south and you know, it just ends up being put back on the shelf, well, you'll never see this, because the #1 rule of YouTube is never admit defeat. Yep. Here it is. Viking Husqvarna. This does a bunch of fancy stitching and stuff, which is nothing I don't need. You know, I don't need that. I just need straight line stitching. Here's the covers. Here's this. Here's all the parts I pulled out of it 35 years ago. And here is the offending bit. Let's see if I can show you. There's a bronze, whoa, a bronze bushing that's supposed to fit right there, and it fit into a plastic casting, which is gone now. That's what was broken. So we're going to see if we can mend that or buy another one. Got no idea how all this goes back together. I'm just guessing. Man, it's hotter than hell down here. Anyways, there it is. Made in Sweden, you know, by communists. Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. This is probably going to be a multi-week, month thing. I'm not going to show you every little horrible detail. We're just going to see if we can get it running. All right. All right. Probably can't hear nothing because I got dehumidifiers going and fans and all kinds of bullshit. So what we're going to do first is get us some room here. I think what we'll do is first we're gonna squirt some squirt in there. Take that out of there. I have an idea right at this end is where it's seized up at. That's my guess. Get my tools out. I think the first thing I need to do is take all of this stuff and put it into a plastic bin to where I can sort it all out. And we'll just let this set and soak for a while. I think the motor's okay. I really do. Okay, I've got all the parts in here, so they're laid out and I can look at them easily. I got my heat gun to heat up the innards here, and got my nose running because I've had a cold for 2 weeks in the summer. Let's see, we don't need parts yet. We don't need parts for a while. We just need it to turn. Yeah. Okay, what abusive tool can I put on there to, yeah. Oh, we got some brake clean. Let's see what we can destroy with that. Brought some tools in. Yeah, I think that's about everything we need here. You're gonna have to just understand my snorting. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. Got anything in my beard this time? Probably. It's 91 outside and a chance of heavy rain and heavy wind. So, you know, here in Iowa we call that a Saturday. Let's see, no glasses, don't need them. I hate to do this, but this is about as... Oh, it's moving! Boy, that PB blaster is some good stuff, isn't it? Alright, now, from the videos I saw, guys were heating up these innards to try to melt some of that old grease, because it's pretty wicked stuff. So we're going to plug in back here and see if we can overload this circuit. Meow. Yeah, meow. Come on. Here. There you go. There's some room. Go ahead. Come on. There you go. Yeah. See, you can lay right there. Right. I went and got the cord and the pedal, and I plugged it in, and we're going to see if the motor works. I've got the belt off, so all it's going to do is spin the motor if it starts up. So let's just see what we've got. Oh, it turns. I don't know if there's any oiling points on this or not. One would think so, but I'm just not sure. Looks like the commutator could use a clean. I think we're gonna just put a little wee bit of oil on there. And then we'll put a little bit right here. Really not seeing much arcing. It's still pretty stiff. But we'll put the belt on anyways. If I can get it on there. I think it's loose enough to turn yet.
Going.
I don't want to get that motor too hot. Boy, this old grease is just caked on there. Well, we've got it. We got it this far. So, you know, motor runs, this runs, still a little stiff, blah, blah, blah. Now I think I need to concentrate on that part that was broken and see if there's a way for me to repair it. If there's not, I may order one. Or I may give up on the whole thing. I don't know. Okay. if you can see this or not, but here's the part that's broken. There should be a plastic tube on top there, and it's broken off, and that bronze bushing should set on there. Yeah, with plastic around it. So is that a job for JB Weld or what? I think we might be able to pull it off. This is 29 bucks. I really don't want to spend 29 bucks. I really don't. So I'm gonna come up with something, and if I do, I'll come back and show it to you. How's that? Because I don't want to be bothered with filming while I'm figuring this out. All right, well, that pretty much wraps up another exciting episode of I've Got Nothing Better to Do with My Retirement. I can't believe that it's November already. I just can't believe it. Man, that precious time is just eking away for us, isn't it? Yeah, that's more important to some of us than it is to others. Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad you all could make it. I hope you all had a laugh or two at, my misfortunes. We were a little lacking in comedy this episode, but we'll make up for it. As you may be able to tell, as soon as I turned the camera on, everybody and his brother started driving by the house, with dump trucks and, machinery, loaders. It's just a big parade of construction equipment right now going past. Why? You want to know why? Because life is not fair. No, it's not. Anyways, if you want to donate to the channel, I would really appreciate it. If you don't, I'm good with that. I got t-shirts and cups and stuff like that. I make, 10 or 15 cents off each one of those. That'll keep me in the money. And if you don't want to do any of that, I'm okay with it too. I just like to have you guys show up and I read all your comments and whatnot. Anyways, let's see. The next show will be around Thanksgiving time. Man, we are just burning this year up. Wow. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.